if you feel like you have to put on a mask, so to speak, in order to do what the Lord has asked you to do, before you do any of that, I'd go back into the prayer closet and search that out again. Because when we talk about being pure of heart, it's not all that complicated. It's just you should be living an integrated life. The person you are at work should not be a different person who's in the home versus who's walking down the street. Integrity, honesty, these basic foundations, which are absolutely a refraction of our Creator, there is no exemption for being honest. Like, you need to be honest. You need to be accurate. You also need to be humble. All of these things, as a believing loyalist to the one true God, no one essentially is exempt from being a good person. Now, when I say a good person, what I really would like to say is attempting to be a good person. So if someone says, well, I just don't like people that much, sometimes I can understand where you're coming from. I really can. But you have to ask, what have you replaced your purpose with? Because what else would you be doing? And this is where I've disclaimed a couple times, like, this is just my view, and I put it out here on this forum so that we can generate conversation with others. But if you are spending all your time watching television, and that's why you don't have time to get to know anyone around you, you don't have to take my word for it, but that's not what you were created for. When it comes to the people you like, you don't seem to have a problem there, like finding the time, being social enough. Even if you're an introvert, I would say challenge yourself to see if you can make that part of the world a little bit more whole. Because when you're doing that, you're essentially inviting the Lord, your Creator and King, to rule a little bit more in that space. Now, here's the great news. All of what I've said up to this point just assumes you're the only believing loyalist in the neighborhood. If you have just one more family, suddenly everything becomes like 10x. It's not 2x, like 10x easier. One, you're going to have plenty of common ground to be effective. You're going to accrue experience. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a painful lesson. That experience is necessary for understanding. This is a really important part. People they struggle in the gatherings to mature. Why? Experience has to be there in order for you to have understanding. We can all Google things and have knowledge. Knowledge is at our fingertip. But if you don't have experience that puts that knowledge to work, you will never truly have understanding. And if you don't have understanding, you will never get down the road towards wisdom. So what I'm really trying to say is it's the local activities that give you the week by week opportunity to live out your belief. And you can do that with your fellows.